Okay, another hangout on YouTube, Google Hangout on YouTube. Uh, Welcome back to my channel, Perio 333. Restore, reinvent, reintroduce, restore energy, restore order in your life, reinvent yourself, and reintroduce yourself to the world. So it's Sunday, June 30th, and I just want to talk about my week, my week of running this week from June 23rd to today, June 30th. 7 days, all 7 days I trained. All 7 days I trained. 2 of my days was spent in the gym working out. 5 of my days I ran. Um, Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday were all running days. And it was it's a trip because the two days that I spent working out really worked for me this week. I really excelled this week in working out, and usually that's not the case. Yeah, let me say it like this: normally, or not even normally, I like to run more than I like to work out. So I look forward to running, and I don't necessarily look forward to working out. But working out is something that it's something that I've gotten into over the last 100 days. Just in case you didn't know, I did a 100-day personal fitness challenge where I did something every single day for 100 days in the area of working out, or in the area of fitness and working out. I usually, over those 100 days, I at least worked out 3 days a week, and wanted to incorporate the physical activity, the working out. I wanted to incorporate that into my lifestyle moving forward, and that 100-day personal fitness challenge was my way of doing that. So I have continued. I'm not necessarily officially keeping count, but I'm at 114 days right now of physical fitness every single day. 114 days. So um, I'm very proud of that. Anyway, this weekend running, it was tough. It was a very, very difficult week. This was probably, it was probably as far as time, my times in running, it was probably my worst week overall in times for years. For years. And I think I know why. I think I know why. I have a good idea as to why it worked out that way. And I think that was because of my sleep patterns. My sleep patterns and getting off my normal sleep regime, my normal sleep regimen, my bad. It cost me. It cost me this week. Yeah, it cost me this week. Getting off my normal sleep patterns cost me this week. Um, and it started on Wednesday. It started on Wednesday and it continued every day up through yesterday in preparation for today. So Thursday, um, Wednesday night, I ended up staying up a little later than usual, not doing anything in particular, but just not in bed getting ready for my run the next morning the way that I normally do. And I get up super early. I get up at 3:15 in the mornings. in order to go and get the runs done, because I live in Vegas, and it starts to get hot pretty early, pretty quickly. I mean, if I can be out by 4:15 and I run let's say for example, I run about an average of 8 miles every run. I could get that done in well under 2 hours, even with stopping and things like that, because I run the city, I run the streets. So I don't like to jaywalk. This is real bad jaywalking. They will get you for jaywalking on the West Coast in Vegas anyway. They will get you for jaywalking. So I try not to do any of that. I'm real, real. I follow the rules as a pedestrian or a runner or whatever it's supposed to do. So because I do stop at lights and whatever else I need to do, it adds a little bit of time, but I can knock 8 miles down in well under 2 hours. So if I'm out at 4:15, I could be back before 6. I could be back before 6 and at 6 a.m. And the sun begins to peak out. It starts to peak out, rear its bright and sunny surface around 6. At around 6:15, you need sunglasses. Before then, you can get away without sunglasses. 5:35, 5:45, 5:50 even. I would say you can get away without sunglasses, but at 6:15, you're gonna need sunglasses. And what that means is the sun's out, so it's hot. 85, 90 degrees, 95, 100 degrees, just depending on the time of year. Right now it's June. Well, practically it's July, but in June, 85, 90 degrees. In July, it goes up 5, 10 degrees. So at 6:15, 6:30, it could be already 100. Easy. No sweat. No joke. No jokes, no games, no gimmicks. At 6:15, 6:30, 7 o'clock is 102, 103. It's nuts. So you want to get that stuff done as early as possible. But anyway, Wednesday night, I up a little later than usual, got up and just didn't have I just didn't have the energy. I didn't have the energy. I felt it was a good run because I hadn't ran since Monday. And if I run on Monday and then I go Tuesday, Wednesday without a run, and then I run on Thursday, that is typically a good run. A couple days rest off my legs, I didn't run. It's typically a good day. It's typically a good run. The first run after a couple of days off, that's typically a good run. So Thursday, because of that, was a good run. But I could tell that I was up a little later than usual on Wednesday night. I could tell my body. I could tell wasn't moving as fast. I got the distance done. I got the miles in, but I felt a difference, right? And it started on that day. I felt a difference, and it started on that day. But I got it done. I did get it done. That was day 1 day 2 because I ran Monday, which was that wasn't a bad run. It started Thursday. This started Thursday, the day after the 2 workouts. So Friday comes up, or actually, I ran Thursday, and then Thursday night, I did the same thing, but for a different reason. Now, Thursday night, there was more of a direct reason why I was up late. I was up way too late Thursday night. And again, I'm up very early. So the way that I deal with those situations, if I stay up, if I go past my bedtime, for lack of a better word, if I go past my bedtime, no, that's actually the right word. If I go past my bedtime, then I punish myself by not changing the time that I wake up. Because this encourages me to not be out past my bedtime. This encourages me to use discipline to be on time getting in bed and to be on time doing everything, but a part of it is to be on time getting in bed. This is what I do to keep me on the right track. So I stick to that, and I stuck to that on this day. Thursday night, I was up way too late. So I knew when I woke up Friday morning, that I would be in some trouble. I knew that I would be in some trouble because I was going to get up and I was going to get the run done. I was going to get it done. But I'll say this. This is what caused the lackadaisicalness the rest of the week. And I'll get there in a minute. I'll get to that in a minute. But just like I expected, Friday morning when I woke up, very, very low energy, very sluggish. I mean, even lazy, just moving around lazy, getting dressed lazy, not looking forward to going out and doing this run whatsoever. I was not looking forward to doing it, but got out and I got it done. It was the longest, most sluggish, lackadaisical, going through the motions, all of that. Awful. My form, I don't know how I looked, but I can imagine my form was off. I think form is very important. It helps you be more efficient, more productive in the run. To me, that's very important. So I try to exercise using form running every day. I try to be conscious of that. Now, sometimes I can't be conscious of it all the time, but I think I do it enough to where it's just my body. I'm gonna use the term muscle memory, for lack of a better term, but my body just does it automatically now, a lot of the time. Now, if I'm tired, I can feel myself. I can feel the form going to shit. I can feel the form just going away, and I'm just running like I'm trying to get through each mile. I'm trying to get through the mile that I'm in. It gets to the point to where it's like that. You want to get through the mile that you're in, and then I become aware of how my arms are not at a certain angle and how my body is not tilted the way it needs to be tilted, and my knees aren't bending how they should bend, and I'm not striking, my foot's not striking the ground correctly. And then I fix it. And then I'm back on track. And then if it happens again, it's kind of like meditating. They say when you meditate, and this is what I do because I meditate, let the thoughts come through your mind, let them come and let them go. Let them come, they cross your mind, and you let them go right out. And it's the same thing when I'm running and I start getting tired, and I start thinking about something else, and then I catch myself and I get back on track. So I let those thoughts come and I let them go. Same thing. Same thing. And this is what Friday was like. Friday was just a constant battle until I got done with the run. It was a constant battle of regret, regretting what were you thinking about last night? Like you have to be aware that this has to happen. These runs have to happen, and these are conversations that I've had with myself many years ago, like every once in a while we kind of fall back into what I do. I fall into, I don't know, the moments and not thinking about tomorrow. That's out of character for me, but it happened on Thursday night. Nonetheless, I got through that run on Friday after a really late night. So it's still Friday, and I am swearing that, hey, listen, I will not go through that again on Saturday. My run on Saturday is going to be a really good run, and I'm going to be rested and ready to go. I'm going to be rested and ready to go, and that's that. So I go through my day, and I'm taking care of business as if I'm going to be rested and ready to go. I'm preparing for it. So I'm doing a lot of things in the daytime during the day that's going to allow me to um, be ready for bed at night. I'm not leaving anything to be done later because I'm doing it all now. Right? I'm doing it all now. Fast forward to the night, Friday night, I get a phone call. Phone call lasts way too long. Right? The phone call lasts way too long. Now, here's another time where discipline has to be exercised. Discipline has to be exercised. If I'm going to be ready to take care of business on Saturday, then I gotta cut this phone call short. I gotta make sure that my priorities are in order. If I'm on the phone too long, my priorities are not in order. They're just not. If I'm on the phone too long, my priorities are not in order. Now, this may seem like a small thing, right? No big deal. You're on the you're on, you can, I mean, you can wake up later. It's not like it's a personal thing. It's like a personal rule. It's not like, you know, I'm gonna be late to work or something like that. It's like you can really take this call and it don't matter because you getting up to go for a run. So you can you can get up and go for a run whenever. But there's variables. There's a way that I like to do it. There's a process that I like to go through. And in order to execute that process properly, it requires me to wake up on time. And that means 3:15. That's the time that I have set. These are expectations that I hold myself to. That's the thing. These are expectations that I hold myself to. And that's why it's so important to to exercise discipline when when the people or the person or whatever, when they don't know, it's up to me. I know I have to be the one to deal with the situation and to make sure that I'm on point. I have to do that. Anyway, Friday night comes along and I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. I got caught up talking, running my mouth on the telephone, and it cost me big time. Saturday was I wouldn't call it a disaster because I was so motivated to not to feel like Friday morning again. Now I stayed up later Friday night than I did Thursday night, and staying up late as I did Thursday night caused Friday's run to be horrible, or as my daughter could say, horrible. But I stayed up way later on Saturday night or Friday night, and I was motivated to have a better run Saturday because I just wanted to show myself that I could power through the weariness, but it definitely affected my run and how I ended up having to. I mean, it slowed me down. And at this point, this is 2 days in a row of not getting the proper rest. So I'm just not functioning properly. My body's not athletically, my body's just not functioning at its best. So I'm slower, right? This is gonna be I'll get the miles in, but it's just gonna be slow. And I mean, this is not gonna change until I get this rest thing back on track, literally. So I did get the miles in. I did feel better on Friday. I'm sorry, Saturday than I did on Friday. But definitely felt the fact that I had not gotten proper rest for 2 days in a row. Okay, Thursday night or Friday night, I had not gotten the proper rest, and that ended up being unfortunate because Saturday I'm on Saturday now, right? I didn't get the proper rest on Friday. I got the run in on Saturday. I got the miles in on Saturday, but my body did feel it, right? And now it's Saturday after the run, and I've already got a pretty big day ahead of me. That was a plan from like the week before, or at least earlier that week. So I knew that Saturday was going to be a long, long day. Right? You think about it. If I'm up at 3:15 a.m., by 3:15 p.m., I've already had a 12-hour day. So anything that happened or anything that was to happen on Saturday was not going to happen by 3:15. Obviously, it was going to happen later. So by the time I'm on my way to this event, it's a concert. By the time I'm on my way, it's 6:30, 7 o'clock, and already I'm at a 16-hour day, and the concert hadn't even started yet. And I'm running again on Sunday. So here I am again. I'm not going to be able to get the proper rest because I'm 3 days into the running schedule. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm 3 days in. And I'm slow and I'm sluggish on Thursday. I'm slow and I'm sluggish on Friday. I'm slow and I'm sluggish on Saturday. Saturday, I got an additional I got more stuff on my agenda that's gonna require me to be out, not only up, but out late. And my expectations for Sunday did not change. It does not change. Like now I have to get up on Sunday morning and be ready to go. And be ready to go. And listen, I did enjoy myself on Saturday night. You know, I did enjoy myself on Saturday night. I was very thankful that I got the Saturday run done. And I did feel good about getting each run taken care of, because I could have easily not ran. I could have easily just turned in like I'm gonna go to the gym today card, but it was a scheduled run day. It was a scheduled run day, and there's no faking the runs. There's no faking them. I mean, you can go in the gym and you can mess around a little bit. You can mess around a little bit. You can do some lifting, whatever. But on the runs, there's no faking it. You have to run. You can walk, but it'll take too long. I mean, it makes no sense to do that. So there's no faking the runs. You know, I could have just not did it. Nobody's watching me. Nobody's sweating me about it. This is my own personal regimen. This is me holding myself accountable. Right? This is me holding myself accountable. So I got it done. And I felt good about getting it done. And again, I had a nice time Saturday night. It was a good time. It was cool. But and I even wrapped the night up a little sooner than probably I would have. You know, had I had nothing to do, I wrapped the night up at about 10:30. Wrapped the night up at about 10:30. So we're talking about a 20-hour day. Okay, let's keep that in mind. We're talking about a 20-hour day. Now, once I came home, once I got back to my pad, my place, whatever, I crashed, took it down, and was done for the day, for the evening or whatever. And got up 3:15 like clockwork, and felt I didn't feel overly tired, you know. And I had a couple of drinks, nothing crazy, because I can't drink a lot of alcohol or do a lot of any of that stuff because I have things to do. And if I drink heavy, hardcore like that, it don't work out. That's the worst thing I could have did, and try to get up and run. And again, Sunday morning today, that's today. I had to get it done. So I'm not able to have tons of drinks and then wake up and go take care of my business. So I didn't do that. Couple drinks to where I woke up. And I mentioned that to say this. Last night when I had a couple, when I was having those drinks, like I said, I did have a couple. When I was having them, I was thinking to myself, I wonder how this is gonna play out. Right? How are you gonna feel in the morning? Now again, I didn't go crazy. I didn't do anything, you know, ridiculous. It wasn't anything to that effect. But I just wondered, let's see how this plays out. Let's see how you do. Let's see how you do with this one. And it was okay. I woke up I was conscious of my thoughts last night, thinking, let's see, because I don't drink generally anyway. So I'm like, let's see how this affects you or whatever. And it was fine. I was fine. I was fine. I was fine. You know, anytime I do drink any type of alcohol is top shelf. I think for me that has a an effect on how I feel. You know, if it's not top shelf, I drink something that's like house brand or whatever. It it don't do my body real good. I mean, even if it's a small amount, but top shelf, something good, something done right, uh, I'm fine. So I try to keep that stuff in mind, and that's what I did. So I woke up today. Now that all that being said, I really today I was not feeling it. I mean, I literally thought to myself, you know what? Today, let's think about this one right here, man. You don't have to do it. I considered not running today. I considered not running today, but I chalked it up as opposed to not running. I ran slow. I have to admit, I ran slow. And today wasn't the only day of this week that I ran slow. I ran slow basically every day this week, with the exception of Monday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I ran slow. It was a slow, sluggish, low energy run week for me. So much that I wanted to get on YouTube and talk about it. Just kind of talk myself through this one, because I am going to set myself a schedule, like a work schedule. Basically, that's what I do anyway. I'm going to set myself like a work schedule, and I'm going to go by this schedule. And the people that I'm around, they're going to know this schedule, and I'm going to stick to this schedule because this is important to me. This running thing, this endurance sport thing, this whole health and fitness thing that I have thrown myself into, it has become a very important part of my life. And people that I'm around will have to realize that and have to, make adjustments as far as their time with me, because I'm not going to have regrets all the time when I wake up and I can't be the very best athlete that I can be when that's what I do. I optimize my athletic ability through eating right, continuously being physically active, running, cardio, the whole thing, and prayer and meditation. This is what I do. This is what I do. I optimize my own personal performance, not only athletically, but just every day. Going to school, I go to school, I work, I run, I'm an athlete. I'm in culinary, so I'm cooking and doing, you know, a lot every day, and I do all that stuff really well, and I manage my schedule really well, and I exercise discipline very effectively. But I did not this week, and that bothers me. That bothers me. So I will be making changes, and these changes that I'm going to make, they're going to fix the problem that I stumbled upon this past week, and it will not happen again. It won't happen again. I will communicate this to people that needs to be communicated to. Maybe by sharing this video with them. A matter of fact, I don't have to say it. I don't have to say a word. I will share this video with them. But these things are very important to me. And I'm going to make sure moving forward that I continue to grow and have good, effective, efficient, productive fitness weeks. My physical, my fitness regimen is pretty aggressive. It's pretty aggressive, and I have to, and I live a healthy lifestyle. And a part of living a healthy lifestyle is getting the proper rest. You have to have it. Okay, it's a performance enhancer in every way, sexually, athletically, mentally. It's a performance enhancer. You have to get the proper rest. Okay, if you're not getting the proper rest, you're a fool. You will not be able to optimize productivity without the proper rest. If a person gets up at 3:15 in the morning and they're not getting the proper rest at night, no, let me say it this way. The only time a person should not get ample hours of sleep if they're waking up super early and they know what they have to do, because that gives you more time in the day to do the things that you have to do. But if you're not getting, if you don't have anything to do and you're not getting the proper rest, then that's misguided. That's not the right thing to do. Get the proper rest. I mean, it's really important. I am living proof that it's really important. I felt it. I feel it right now. 6 o'clock on the West Coast, 6:05. I mean, I could lay down right now. I'm not, but I will. I repeat, I will get my rest tonight. And I'll be up at 3:15 in the morning ready to go. So that's my week of running this week, 6/23 through 6/30. June 23rd through June 30th this week. That was my running. That was my week in a nutshell. Moral of the story is, man, first off, hold yourself to your own personal rules and laws. Hold yourself accountable to execute your own personal guidance, your own personal rules and laws that you hold to your own life. Hold yourself accountable, man. Hold yourself accountable. That's what I do. Hold yourself accountable. That's number one. Number two, get the proper rest. Get the proper rest. Put systems in place that's going to allow you to get proper rest. It's going to allow you to exercise. It's going to allow you to eat the proper foods. That's going to allow you to meditate and to have a really good prayer life. And these are the things that will help a person thrive. I know, because these are principles that I live by. Health and fitness, right? Health and fitness, eating properly, divine soundness, right? You eat right, you exercise, you pray, you meditate, clear your head, clear your mind before you walk out there and go in the crazy world. It's crazy out there. You need all the help you can get. Right? Most of us have action-packed days. Not everybody works out and runs and all that, but people have a life where it's demanding. Life is very demanding. So you need proper rest to take this stuff on, man. My weekend running. My name is Perio. My channel is Perio333. Restore, reinvent, reintroduce, restore order in your life, reinvent yourself, and reintroduce yourself to the world. Restore order, man. It's kind of like what I'm getting ready to do right now by going back, setting myself up a personal schedule, like a work schedule for myself, and communicating that to people in my life. That's an example of restoring order in your life. That's a perfect example. It's a perfect example of restoring order in your life. This is a process that you have to go through again and again and again. You always have to do. You always have to do it. Think about it. People to reinvent yourself is something that you have to do over and over and over again in life. You can't just do it one time. You have to do it over and over and over again. Restore, reinvent, and reintroduce. Restore order in your life. Reinvent yourself and reintroduce yourself to the world. This is the process that we constantly must go through. If you don't go through this process constantly, then you're just the same person for years. And the world is moving a lot faster than you. You're being left behind if you're still the same person you were in 2009. You are lost. You are way behind. You get change, man. Restore, reinvent, reintroduce. Restore order in your life. Reinvent yourself and reintroduce yourself to the world as a new person again and again and again. And that's how it is, man. That's how it is. You do that, you're gonna be okay. But this is a prime example of me using that and exercising that by developing a daily schedule for myself, things that I'm gonna have to do, and why I need to get my proper rest. I mean, I've all of that. It'll all be explained. And I'm gonna stick to it. And listen, I guarantee you, it'll help someone do the same thing, one at a time. Reach them one at a time. Just by doing the right thing and doing the right thing by yourself. Doing the right thing by you will help people do the right thing by them. My weekend running, 6:23 through 6:30. Restore, reinvent, reintroduce, restore order in your life, reinvent yourself, and reintroduce yourself to the world. My name is Perio333. My name is Perio. This is my channel, Perio333. Out.